following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
Of course! Of course!
Are we going to the base? Maybe they have planes or something.
Let's keep going. That's where that thing's headed anyway.
I swear to God, if this plan involves Derek flying...
Hey! I could learn to fly! And then we could fly up there!
Derek's not here, but Derek learning to fly.
And Ed's just like, no, there's not enough time. Sorry, Derek, you're going to have to stay on the ground with all of the cool people.
Actually, that would be a surprise he didn't pour himself all over the predecessor to the Star Viper.
It's not. It's a F-104 Starfighter. It's got no resemblance to the Star Viper whatsoever. It's a real aircraft. They prided themselves on having wings so sharp you could cut things on them. The problem with them was, as I recall, the reason that they're not really popular now is because if any deformation whatsoever happens to that flight edge, they don't perform well at all and tend to fall out of the sky.
Weren't they also quintessentially...
Bad engineering!
Weren't they also quintessentially American where they're really fast in a straight line, but...
They could turn! Sort of! And they were really fast in a straight line. And they were capable of mid-air refueling, built in from the start. It's a big selling point.
Yes. Let's watch a movie with planes having sex for a 10-minute scene in the middle. It's really awkward.
Hey, to be fair, there's another one that's slightly shorter later on. Anyway.
To the base.
You join the humans fighting their way to the base. Many die. Once inside, things are slightly more controlled, with people being like, go, go. Huge, big turrets. There is an airstrip. It is being defended. There are many soldiers moving around in streams. You even see some people who are not wearing armor that are clearly mutants. Like Rock Arm Guy. Fire Girl, Soviet the gamer.
No.
Soviet sees you guys arriving.
Who's that?
You guys might actually be having some trouble remembering when this happened. It hasn't yet. So don't interact with them. They've got their own adventure to have at some point.
You're not allowed to capture her. There you go, you just said that.
No, Roxanne already knows that, because it's like, she's like, okay, if that really is who I think it is, something's pulled them into the past to help with this thing, and I'm not allowed to interfere with that.
Well,
something dog!
And there's the dog reference.
It's just not the same.
Well, that and she waved, so who's telling how far that is on the timeline? Maybe she actually becomes our friend. Or she's an idiot.
My wife is over there. We know we worked with them.
Just kidding.
We know we worked with them once before, so...
We're the Minutemen.
They're not here.
That's alright.
Come on, we don't challenge.
No!
Hey, Krell, dance battle! Everyone knows General Krell could not resist a dance battle, but he was also undefeated. Until the freshy smooth stylings of Ning the Nurseless came on the scene.
Ding, 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 ding. Ding.
Okay, is there any person who seems to be, like, organising, like, the mutants, or...
Sure.
I'm gonna approach them. Is it like a soldier, or...?
It is General. A general. Yeah. Looking... not minty fresh. Injured, eye patch. Here, what do you want?
Roxanne Emery reporting for duty, sir.
Never heard of you.
No, I'm new here, but I'm a mutant who can manipulate the ground.
Never too late.
What can I do, sir?
Manipulate the ground, you just said.
I know, but I'm gonna... That thing over there, I'm gonna somehow deal with that. Any suggestions?
We'll probably need you defending this base while we get the strategy ready. Don't you worry about that thing. That's someone else's job, all this.
Are you still injured? Sorry. I can heal.
I ain't got time to bleed.
I can heal.
So can I.
I can heal you.
Don't waste your energy, you might need it. We've got an entire triage ward full of soldiers in worse shape than me. Right over there.
I'll get that way.
You could learn from her.
Before Donnie disappears, I'm going to just call it Bonnie. I know this might go against your bit of judgment, but prioritize people with skills over people who...
I know it's important.
Good. My friends here are also fully capable.
I'll come back and I'll whisper in Roxanne's ear. He sent someone to look for the scientist who should be here soon.
Good idea.
And then I whispered in her ear about the scientist to look for that too. I don't know if that... Sorry.
Right.
Hey, Rodney, tell the general what you can do. He'll probably be able to...
I turn into metal. I'm a mime. He says that. No, I make all kinds of wonderful things no one can see. Right.
I'm a shapeshifter with no extra or additional skills. And do not give my name.
A black. Well, I suppose times are desperate. Hell, why not? Everyone has the equal right to die for Uncle Sam. Right, you clowns, get yourself sorted with some gear.
Sir, yes, sir. Run off.
You're a civilian, you don't have to so loop me. Oh, whatever makes them happy in their final hours. Anyway, now, Proctor, you were telling me about plan Get Behind the Mutant Disposables.
Yes, sir. And then I'm going to dip from the rest of the group and hide nearby and listen to the plan.
Well, the idea is that the ones with all the special powers would be the first wave of offense, clearing a breach for the skilled human technicians who have, of course, the Doomsday Payload. The Doomsday Payload? The name we've attributed to the ground-based launch vehicle weapon that will attack the mothership's energy shields and breach them for the fighters to get inside the dome and launch air supremacy. Air supremacy? The airborne warheads that will breach the armor of the ship and allow a single fighter to crash inside and gain access to their computer. And how are we going to find the computer? We have a scientist. Here. Yes, I am skilled in these matters. What's that thing on your arm? A time manipulation device which I use to travel in time. I'm from the future. Isn't it a conflict of interests? It's not currently illegal in this year. Well, we'll take all the help we can get.
Serpentine snake. Back to the group, and then we'll inform Roxanne that there's going to be a launch vehicle to fire the things out, so that might be an entry point to getting to the ship, but it's also to bring down the shield, so other than that there's no way to get there. And Scientist Man is here, and up front about being a time traveler from the future. So pretty much everyone is just assuming all these people are going to die. Time.
We need to stick on him like a
Like
magnet
Roxanne
to a
on
metal
an attractive woman, interrupts Anne.
like that. Where are Johnny and Frankie, by the way?
Yeah.
I was hoping you wouldn't ask that question,
Well, I have
team
asked
leader.
that question.
Can I
Anne?
possibly ask you to unask that question,
Somerset?
sir? They ran off, and I don't know where. Johnny outranks me? Seniority is a form of rank.
Everyone but Derek outranks you.
Wait, Jennifer doesn't. Surely.
Of course she does.
You'll do as you're told. What? I'm feeling ganged up upon here.
Do you want to make her angry? You wouldn't like her when she's angry.
I like her just fine.
I'm sorry, you're not actually saying anything, just mouthing things.
Yes, well, anyway. You know, covering my ears doesn't actually stop me hearing things.
Wait, what did you hear there?
Nothing, she wasn't really saying anything.
Thank you!
No, you know why? Bonnie's just stabbing up a bunch of people, becoming more exhausted as time goes on.
I'll be going for pilots mainly for a start because they need them for the air.
So, Alwyn, do you think that our esteemed time-traveling friend is going to try and get onto the mothership? You think he wants...
To a computer.
And we have to be there too?
Ideally, but the secret surface-mounted thing is going to shoot at the alien ship, but we need to be behind that, otherwise we're going to go splat on the shield.
Do we need to be in one of the other aircraft that follows?
Wait, we're planning on taking an active hand in the mothership fight?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
I thought that was the plan.
Yeah. That's...
I'm not much use in the air, is all I'm saying. And if we're going to plan, where's Bonnie and...
Yeah, but once you get on board the alien spacecraft, you can probably wreck it like fuck from the inside.
Yeah, one punch Anne.
Johnny?
Is there anyone else that's fast in this era?
I don't know. Probably not.
There's a 60-second man?
You haven't seen him. But yes, he is pretty fast. Can't turn real good, though. Has to slow down to turn. That's the weakness.
Definitely American, yeah.
Well, so the 60-second event comes from the City of Heroes game, and I wanted the thing where it's like literally the fastest man alive, but the game already has a super speeder, and I didn't want to be the kind of wank that was like, oh, the canonical super speed is less good than me. But he's actually very fast and can like change directions at full speed, so I added in the thing. It's like I can only turn at normal speed, so while the character is way faster, the slowing down necessary in order to infect any kind of turn, because his perceptions are at normal speed, mitigates that completely and makes the canonical character Synapse the fastest, because he can get places quicker. Unless they're in just a straight line with no obstacles.
Yeah. Where's Frankie?
In there.
Oh, good. So we're all sort of together at the moment.
Why? Yeah, what's the plan? Where's Bonnie?
Bonnie's in the infirmary healing pilots and other essential personnel.
I'm assuming they're willing to become exhausted to just do it real quick. You can rejoin them. Here, have a hot cup of bottle. Splash, and that led more than anything to her drinking.
Splash is another. It's a shame you can't use that on yourself, but then that would probably just reset back to zero.
I don't know how it works. This doesn't work. I can't heal myself. I can't.
Alvin found some intel on Scientist Man, as we want to call him. He's apparently planning to go onto the alien mothership and access the computer. So we have to get on there as well.
So we're going to get on one of the craft.
One of the one that's following the main craft after it drops the shields. And then we got to survive, I'm sure, a barrage of anti-air, anti-ground turrets that the mothership will have, as well as the fighters.
We also have to be near him because I don't know if you want to.
That's the whole thing, yeah.
If Do you really want to be on a crashing alien ship? Even one of that size?
Well, no,
Anne's like, yeah. That'd be awesome.
You asked an Anne question.
I mean, you could probably survive it just by meddling up. Just walk out the wreckage and go, I'm badass or something.
Johnny's like, none of us will be able to use our powers on that ship.
Sorry?
The mothership is their interstellar travel vehicle. It has the Krell equivalent of a Geller field. No one on that ship will be able to use mutant abilities at all.
Oh, crap.
I thought you guys knew that.
I don't know anything about the Krell.
Alvin,
I
you'll
know
be
nothing.
a public
Very few
goat.
people do.
I have been
You're not
exposed to
alone.
a Geller field before, and that sucked, but...
Does that mean we're going to have to take you up in a container already? And
No,
you already be in...
we can't go.
Well, we've experienced a Geller field before, like the air platform we never went to.
What do you mean? Says Derek. We went there, but maybe.
You saying we've got to stop him before he gets there?
No, I think he needs to go there, but I don't... Sorry, I don't...
I mean, I just need a gun. I don't know my powers. I can't even use my powers up there even if I could. There's no ground.
Sorry,
We need more information.
We probably do.
Well, they're seemingly running two plans in parallel to bring the thing down. Planes attacking it, and assuming there's enough damage on the surface to bring it down, and a team going in for the computer, which is scientist man. And if either of those two plans don't work, then maybe it hinges on our interactions. And didn't you guys bring down one of these things before? Like, on smaller scale?
Okay, I was going to say... No, nothing like that before.
On smaller.
Are you talking about what Jen did?
Sad luck.
but with the Geller field, we couldn't...
We couldn't.
We can't use it, but none of us can use our powers in a Geller field. I don't know.
Jen... is built different.
I know, but... What do you mean different?
The simplest way to probably put it is that her mutant ability is to change into what she turns into, but the thing she turns into is not a mutant cell.
Okay, I must be too tired. I don't understand. There's not time
What
to talk
she's
about
saying
anyway.
is Geller fields don't work on it,
Okay, thank you. Sorry,
and consequently, me.
I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry, you didn't do it. No, you didn't do it.
You may be the greatest hero America's ever had, Jen.
But what is she going to do up there?
Rip that alien ship a new one. Save America.
I don't remember reading in the history books anything about a giant monster ripping the
No,
ship
and that's
apart.
the thing.
How would we know if she was doing it from the inside? All they'd see is a bunch of artillery hitting it and the thing crashing.
Maybe the damage, and they would... Okay, I'm sorry to say this, but they would have taken... Because the army or navy, whoever it was, the damage that she caused at the naval
Yes,
base...
and when have the army, the navy, and the military been forthcoming to the general public about the nature of the damage of secret
But no,
hidden?
what I'm saying is, the army, navy, military would know that it was her who did it.
Potentially.
Okay,
But they might already know if this is something that's already happening.
Okay, my impression is just that there's two plans going on to take it down. We can't really participate in the flying one and shooting and doing that, but we could maybe get in on the the infiltration and getting to the computer thing. At least then we'd be close to scientist man.
If there was a time for Al to turn up, now would be it. He would.
What? Sorry, what? Oh, hello again.
As I say, it's middle-aged Al or something.
It's slightly older than last time you saw him real world out.
Hey.
Getting around, huh?
Yep, happened again. We fell into one of the biggest wars America's ever had, right smack in the middle of it.
Well, good luck with that. I've got things need doing.
Such as?
Military operational things.
If
that's coming, we're on a time.
Watch out for the time jumping guy. He's here.
In fact, he seems to be one of the lead scientists responsible for getting in there and dealing with the computer.
Strange, I don't remember that.
Sorry?
I don't remember that.
That's what we needed.
The Ripple could maybe have not made it to me yet.
No.
That's not how my memory works ever since you guys showed up.
Do you remember what brought it down?
Yeah, they send a guy in. Actually, a couple of guys, and they find the computer and modem its .coms. I don't know what that phrase means yet, but yes, I do.
And one of those guys is him.
No, I don't remember that at all.
Who do you know?
Actually, no, I don't actually remember. The identities were never released. I know one of them was a famous pilot, a big famous hero guy. They pinned all the medals on him.
Major Fury.
Thomas Fury?
No.
Happy?
Happy, no.
Wait. Strong?
No. Derek goes, oh. Anyway, I have to go. It's fate of the world. I get to say that. Good luck.
I'm not wrong. Thanks, you too.
So we need to stop scientist guy.
And if he's going into the saucer, we need to make sure he doesn't interfere with somebody else already getting into the saucer and computing.
Or we just stop him from leaving Earth.
But if the mission's to get him up there, that might be the mission that gets the other two guys.
No, the scientist guy is the guy that wants to get to the ship, is what you said. And he's the one that's going to be doing the computering.
A large boxy robot stomps past.
A non-Krell robot?
Yes.
Is that common for this era?
No.
That's what I thought. What's that?
That, says Anne with full authority, is a robot.
Cool.
It's 1967.
Yes, I know.
Wasn't that from those articles? Destructo? You said Dr. Destructo.
He was involved in this. Did have some robots here.
What if he's the one that has to get up there?
I don't know. I just assumed there's going to be a mission leaving to go up there.
But if the
We
science...
need more information, and standing here talking to each other's not getting it. Sorry, Roxanne. May I have permission to address down everyone who's just running in circles?
Yeah, but what information can we get? And
I
how
don't know,
do we
let's
get it?
go and find some from people who know things. Everyone seems really chatty.
Sure, okay.
Alvin and Derek will, I suppose, float around the motor pool and help move parts and stuff for people and see what ships are getting.
Derek will enjoy that. He gets to play with vehicles and help fix them up. Right, so Team Intelligence Basket head off to the big building with all the generals in it.
Sure, if they just let us in.
Well, no one's really that worried about
Rank.
Krell spies.
Yeah.
So...
I make you a mod.
You're all considered part of the effort. Why would anyone who's not authorized to be here be here?
Sweet, okay.
I mean, if you wanted to desert, this is the worst possible place to do it.
Oh no, it's just...
So...
In the desert.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're like, you're running into the danger zone.
I'm just used to military bigwigs who are making the decisions, keeping the lessers out. So, but if they're not doing that, then
Okay, fine.
We'll
There's a
just go
there's a guard on the door, and he's like, "Excuse me, you can't go in here without a full body search."
Okay.
Pat, pat, grope, fondle, pat, pat. You're not hiding anything.
I can go in then.
Lexian's like, "Did you want to search me?" You look fine. I insist. Pat, 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 pat. I'm not hiding anything behind there. Pat,
True
pat,
gentleman.
pat, pat, pat.
Good gentleman.
I suppose I'll just go in and I'll pay attention to what's being said and just try and pick up as much as possible and absorb as much as possible.
That's him. Pick up as much as possible and absorb it.
Oh, thank God. I thought that was a 1, but it's a 7. Which isn't great, but perception, it's 17, I suppose, to just...
Bonnet.
I'm gonna try and find the science guy and see what he's up to.
That's a difficult perception check. Perhaps maybe it's even an investigation check.
Ooh, the only guy in a lab coat.
16.
I'll get back to you. This time I'll actually remember to do that. So you're just paying general attention to things. Well, there's a lot of people discussing the problem logistics with the plans. Oh, are we going to have enough soldiers to cut a path through all of the Krell interference and keep that launch vehicle safe till it can get under the mothership? Or maybe we should let it get a bit closer, they're saying. That way we cut down on that amount of the defensive corridor we need to make. It's like, well, if we leave it too late, we blow ourselves up in the same blast.
Go from the tunnel to get them there and then get them out on the ground.
Roxanne wouldn't have the power to do that.
I am thinking, Roxanne is thinking of volunteering Derek to basically be able to create invisible shields around the front of the
Derek
vehicle.
isn't here to point out how ridiculously underpowered he is for that task.
No. But I was going to get the words of it. I don't know how he... I know he's managed to protect against small arms gunfire, but like against like turrets or fighters, like I'm thinking
Several
like,
alien ships worth of lasers pouring fire down on an area that he would have to spread that physics wall wide enough to protect. Nah, man, I don't see that lasting too long.
The only way to defend it long enough is to conceal it.
The thing is, I don't know if this would work. Is there any way that they could create a makeshift cloaking device using Bonbon's power?
No.
Okay.
It's too big.
It's too big, and also, like...
Yeah, I know you'll be able to just touch it, but I didn't know if there was something where you could touch another object they created that then enhanced things. Right?
Like, even if there was just like a big blanket, say, a huge big top, the surface area alone would be way too big. Even though it itself wouldn't be that much of a massive object, it would still, the size of it would just be too big. I have calculated... Well, and by calculated, I mean I've just made everything need to be a bit too much for all of these various ideas you might have to easily work. I mean, why not just ask Alvin to stretch into a big ground over top of them that looks exactly like the ground beneath? I mean, it's still... The surface area alone would be so tremendous that... That'd be an interesting one. But anyway, they're talking about, like, well, we need to work out how close we can possibly get. And it's like, are we sure that this bomb is going to breach the energy shield? And that's the important bit that you really want to know about. But, before you hear that, we'll cut over to Bonnie, who finds the science guy. And he's talking with some other science guys looking incredibly smug.
I'll, vis up and get close to listen and...
Alright. Yes, I believe I would easily be able to find the computer on the Crow ship. After all, I am from the future. Oh. Should you really be telling us that? It's not illegal yet. But it becomes illegal. Yes. So, in your timeline, you've already broken that law. Well, is now really the time to be discussing it. I'm sure we don't have time for an entire legal proceeding. I feel uncomfortable with this. why are you... Well, that Krell computer is the key to crashing that ship down, and I am the only one who could possibly decode it, being from the future, and therefore knowing advanced computer things. Well, I guess we have no other choice then. There is no other advanced computer user from the future here, so... Alright, I'll confirm the recommendation.
So they one right in the next room. But okay.
They don't know that!
No, he said the murder pool going.
No.
They're talking about the gamer.
It's the gamer.
Yeah.
Yes!
Oh, that would be terrifying, having the gamer on an entire ship made out of Krell technology. That's bad. That's really bad.
But the powers are turned off.
So that's the saving thing.
That's the saving thing. That's if he would actually be probably the only one that could do it.
I'm still not entirely convinced about being able to get through that shield, though. No, that's someone else's problem. We're the computer team. All right, then. We need to work out a list of gear with the... Well, I'll need some chemicals, of course. Chemicals? For my future science equipment. You don't expect me to stay on there and die, do you? That's the time machine, is it? Yeah, this is one of them. There is another one, but it was cruelly taken away. How does it work? Well, anyone can use it, really. You just set the date on here and then crank the little lever. The other one's even easier. But don't tell anyone else from the future that. Wow! Did you invent that? No, I stole it from a super science corporation. Oh, so everyone in the future just has time machines? Yes. There, it's how we get to work. That and Twitter.
Oh!
No, there is not Twitter. It's called Flock.
Just get the flock out.
You want to send bleats to all the rest of your
Oh
flock?
no!
Too bad, gamer. You'd be right in board with
I
this.
know, that's the worst part. I see cute. I see you.
Sulin?
Oh my god!
Now two of your characters can fuck. Hooray! What? Time travel. Planescape. Connected. Just do it. Nike. We could let Saphiro loose on the modern cold rocks with all of its unreasonably attractive women.
Yeah, but the laws, the unlawfulness would do us header.
This is a highly unjust place. I don't know what Democrats are, but I'm getting rid of them.
Yeah, we know Saphiro's a good person.
Anyway,
Yeah, if there's no other pertinent information.
I mean, I feel I've dumped a lot.
Yeah, no, I'll leave and I'll find the others.
Meanwhile, Roxanne keeps listening. What was that pertinent thing I was about to say? Oh, it mustn't have been important anyway. Are we sure about the yield of the warhead being able to drop the shield? Well, we tested it on one of the We tested a similar device on one of the regular ships, and it breached the shield right through. How do we know that the mothership's shields aren't significantly stronger? Well, based on the readings we're able to take from radar, they seem to be about the same strength, and that they bounce signals back with the same velocity. Therefore, we believe it to be just a much larger shield over a greater area, but of the same strength. That makes sense to me if you're sure about that. Perhaps we should consider upping the yield slightly anyway.
Okay.
Biggest better.
28 memory roll. Does Roxanne remember what the yield of the... Historically, what the yield of the...
No.
Okay.
It was not. It was, however, it was a stronger nuclear warhead than any used during the war.
Oh, it didn't get
But that's not hard.
What's its name?
It
What's its name?
didn't get a cute little
What's its
American
name? Should know it.
The penetrator. So, Roxanne is responsible for launching the biggest American nuke dick.
The nuclear device's name that was used to breach the shield was Buck Gordon.
Okay. That name has not come up during this conversation, I'm guessing.
Oh no, why would it need to come up? It's printed right there on the pinboard.
Okay, if it says that on there, then I'm like, okay, that's the right one then. I'm trying to piece together the powers we've got on in the group we've got, and I'm still trying to figure out a way where anybody can be useful in this, and I'm coming up blank.
Well, out in the motor pool.
What about the ones that are outside that you know of?
Right, Soviet, she just knows as ice-based, and apart from that, doesn't really know much else. The gamer, I don't think she knows that much about the gamer.
He has the power of video games and nebbishness.
Alvin will probably be directing whatever vehicles are being prepped for using in the big plan. We want to help sure those get in as good condition and have the best armor and everything they can for...
Distractingly, Theron has arrived and is marching around
God,
exhorting the troops. Like, fear not, humans. Stratos stands with you. While you toil here, we contain your ocean borders from your other enemies.
Thank you!
Another burly man with a total trident of 5 times... Yes! Fear not, for I, the bronze trident, am also here! Ah! And so you see Theron go... He turns around. Ah! Stout fellow! Yes! Bronze trident also stands with you. Surely now you are exhorted to greatness. Fear not that your lives may be tossed as confetti upon the wind. Your spirits will join the Evermind. That's not a thing humans do! Oh!
You're all fucked.
They're all fucked! No, he doesn't say. Oh! Then surely they will meet in their afterlife, knowing that their sacrifice protects many,